Hey team, Rowan here.
Hello team, Rob. Hey, let me introduce me. I know who I am.
Do you?
I did take my medication this morning.
Should we start over?
No, it was good. Let him see behind the curtain. The micromanaging.
So, today I have done, not just today, it took me a long time, you'll see how long it took me, but I did some Drawfee fan art. And if you've never heard of this YouTube channel, I highly recommend you go check it out, at Drawfee. They are a bunch of artists, and it's basically a comedy show, but they also draw, and sometimes sculpt to do all kinds of things.
It's a fun time.
It is a fun time. And on this is occasionally Drawtectives. And Drawtectives, Julia, one of the artists, is effectively the DM. And she's done all the backgrounds and all the... It's an incredibly detailed and intricate thing that they do with this detective story. And the other people who are on Drawfee have drawn their own characters, and then they all interact in this world. And I'm fascinated by it.
Yeah.
Absolutely fascinated by it. And it's fun because she DMs the way that I do, which is exciting to me. And just for the record, this drawing you're about to see took me more than this time you're seeing on the screen, because I didn't record all of it. I kept forgetting to hit record occasionally.
We'll call it 14 hours.
It took me a very long time.
2 full work days.
It took me a very long time, and part of it was that I was like, oh, well, I'm going to do basically just, like, a portrait for each of the characters I like, and then I wound up just... You'll see.
Yeah.
So this was the initial sketch I just did on paper. It made sense to me, and then I had to try to recreate that digitally.
Here we go with the sketch.
Yeah, the sketch of the sketch.
I see 4 characters.
Yeah. You'll see there winds up technically being more than that. This is York. York, played by Jacob.
Is it York or York?
York.
York.
And he's a model, actually. In canon, he's a model. And so I wanted to...
He's got good arms.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that he was, like, very pretty. And drawing this chair was fun. I did one half and then I switched over, to make it the full chair, because otherwise that would have taken me my entire life.
It helps with the symmetry.
Yeah.
It's not cheating, it's a tool.
And Grandin, who was also known as Grandma. I like calling him Grandma, played by Nathan. And Grandma is a they-them situation, or he-him, or they go by any pronouns. And Nathan historically does love dinosaurs, and so that's why I gave Grandma a little dinosaur. I decided the dinosaur is real, like alive, just very small.
Kind of merging the lore between the show and the people.
Exactly. And that is why you'll see the jester hat on the chair, and why he will be dressed as a fool, because there was an episode where they were drawing tarot cards that they would have to draw with them in it, and he wound up the fool.
After lamenting that he should not draw the fool.
Exactly.
If he draws the fool, then...
It was so perfect.
Yeah.
It was just perfect timing. And so I had to draw him as the fool. And,
See, I'm vaguely aware of Drawfee stuff, but you watch it a lot when I have to be out of the house, so I'm... Because it's more your show than mine. Like, Critical Role's more my show than yours.
That's true. Still
so
D&D related.
You know all the lore.
I do. And this is Eugene and his cat. He
Look
comes
at
in
that.
season 2 of Drawtectives, and then they wound up kind of adopting him, the same way that we do in our D&D games, where we just sort of adopt an NPC and then force the DM to voice them for the rest of their lives.
It's never the one I think you're going to adopt.
No. So Eugene wound up part of their family. Whoops, wasn't recording. So the yogurt, before they were independent, there was a charity stream video thing where Jacob kept getting t-shirts piled onto his body, and also was being fed yogurt, and it became this, like, meme of Yogi, and so I had to give him the yogurt. I had to do it.
He's a boy who loves his yogurt.
He might be the only...
Never escape it. That's got to be like 10 years old now.
Oh yeah. He's the only character who I wound up giving, like, 2 little references to Jacob on. I think everyone else just has, like, 1 reference to the human who plays them. But this is Rosé. I struggled drawing her. I just kept drawing Donna from my comic, Oh Hell Donna, over and over and over. I don't know why. I didn't want to draw her in the style Karina draws her in, because then it's just...
Karina's drawing?
Yeah, I wanted to draw it in my style. And for some reason, I could not translate Rosé at all.
Her and Donna have a similar chaos energy.
They do. I think they'd get along really well.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just, oh god. And part of it is that I realize now, I draw very big and defined lips on my characters, whereas Karina doesn't draw a lot of detail in the lip, specifically, like, not necessarily, unless there's, like, a makeup situation. So, that I realized was the main reason she did not look like Rosé, was just, I gave her kissy. But I had fun with the shoes. Shoes are not...
The whole outfit.
Fun to draw. I realized I based it on stuff I've ever either had or, like, things I would wear. And I combined a few things that she's worn in the show and just kind of smushed. And I like Rosé. Rosé might be my favorite character. And then Jancy
This is Grandma slander.
I do like her. Jancy True is the... like Nancy Drew, because she's the person that Julia plays. She is the detective who the other characters work for and are kind of mentored by. So she's just there to deal with the other characters and kind of rein them in, try desperately to guide them.
The mission giver.
Yeah. Whoops, didn't word. Help hands.
I remember the hands were giving you issues. We had to take some photos.
Yeah, I had to, like, pose myself, be like, please help me. But, and this coat does change. There are a lot of things that do change.
It's a good coat.
As I do the coloring, I realize line work has to change for a bunch of things, and then I reconstruct as things go. But, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I wanted her to be stylish, but also modest, because she is a kind of modest character in terms of how she dresses.
Very professional.
Yeah. And she has a little pocket watch that doesn't have a cover. I realize that's fine. Because Julia has, like, built and messed with watches, even in videos, so you can see her being a tinkerer when it comes to watches, which is very cool.
Neat.
The mug is the logo, the Drawfee logo, which is a mug. This is Marubiba.
Hi, Marubiba. Drawfee fans will recognize Marubiba.
If you haven't experienced Drawfee, I need you to find Marubiba. It's one that always makes me laugh. It never fails.
There are a couple of bits they've done that we've revisited because it's just all of them, like, devolving into the giggles.
They fix me. And this is Moonpaw. Moonpaw is a character that Karina drew in childhood and then revisited as an adult, and I wanted her character, I wanted Rosé, to have a doll, because canonically in the show, if there's like a little stuffed animal you can win at a fair or something, she's going to want it, even if it's a very strange stuffed animal. I am the same. That's how I am as a person. So
I built many shells for your trinkets and
I have so many
baubles.
things. And so I had to figure out, well, how would I make Moonpaw? Because Moonpaw is not that squat of a character, but how would I make Moonpaw squat to make him a cuddly this? Him? Her? I don't know. Moonpaw's pronouns, I realize. Just
They.
Moonpaw. So I made the Moonpaw plush, and I'm entertained by this, and realized a lot of things, and fixing up lines, and here's where I'm coloring things. Deciding coloring was kind of hard.
You're moving so fast.
Well, it took me 14 hours, and I don't want this to actually be 14 hours long. So, in coloring, though, I had to pay attention to, like, what's going to be more muted, what's going to be brighter.
You had to do every character's thing, but it all had to work together in a piece.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And in terms of, like, the gold, I was like, okay, well, I want the chair itself to be gold on the outside. And I want some of their other parts on the characters to be gold, so that there's this color sort of throughout. Everything works together, but not just all the same. And that was hard to find a balance.
Of course.
I think I managed. You'll see I changed.
It's looking good so far. You got some pops.
Sorry, didn't see me do that. I changed Rosé's shoes a few times.
Flesh mug. Oh, it's gone. It's green now.
Yeah.
It was flesh mug.
It was flesh mug. And,
like how Mary was just watching all this happen.
and looking horrified. York's this color. I was like, oh, I love this color. It's like a favorite color of mine. It's great. But this is the color I wanted for York's flesh. So this all changes.
Because York's an orc.
Yeah. He's a half-orc.
Greenish.
Right. Exactly. So I had to finagle that later, as you will see. But sometimes you just have to finagle things as you go. That's a life lesson. Sometimes you're always finagling. Yeah.
ABY, ABF, always be finagling.
Always be finagling. I don't know why I decided Rosé should have this, like, cushion thing. But I like the idea that each have a seat.
Ah, demon in the mug.
The little guy in the mug.
Tell me about the little guy.
I thought I was going to make him into Porco. I thought he was going to be, like, something that has any relevance to Drawfee or Drawtectives. And he's just not. This was the placeholder demon. And then he's just in the final. I just leave him there, because I was just like, I don't know.
He's a neat little guy.
But I wanted Jancy to be looking at something in the mug. Like, she was just kind of,
Am I going to keep drinking this? Probably.
Right. So the demon wound up staying. That's my little piece, I guess, hidden in there. See, this is a good color for him. Good green for York. Slightly blue. York's hair shape was a nightmare for me to figure out.
He's got, like, anime hair, right? It's all...
Very much so. And there's just one season where he's got sort of a mullet going on with his shaved sides, and I was like,
fashionable mullet.
Yeah, so I wanted to do fashionable mullet, but I also wanted to do the 2 chunks of hair in the front, but it was a process. Here's me shading. Shading.
Getting that shade in.
Yeah. And gold is hard.
It is. It's a little greenish.
Yeah, and I didn't want it to be shiny.
Yeah.
So I wound up with this sort of bronzy situation instead.
I love the way you smudge your shades in.
Thank you. I go for like a not quite watercolor look, but like almost.
It's got a good flow.
Thank you. I think it's just because I used to work with watercolor pencil a lot, and I think that on some level I'm like, hey, how do I make it feel like that? That technique that I used to do actually on paper.
Well, I think it comes out really good.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I was very impressed with all the fabrics. The fabric textures in this are amazing.
Thank you. And the shoes. Drawing shoes used to be a nightmare for me. And the trick is, you want to know the trick?
Have shoes?
You have to draw a lot of shoes.
Ah.
Just like hands. You have to just draw them a lot until you don't hate them with every fiber of your being.
Yeah.
You have to become numb to it by overdoing it.
I mean, the trick to drawing hands is just every finger is its own bendy hot dog.
No, well, the trick to drawing...
Do not take art advice from me, dear listener.
The trick to drawing a horse is to draw a human hand.
That's going to need a whole other video to explain. You're going to leave that hanging out there pink and naked?
If anyone's seen the horse monstrosities I've done for Mutation March, you understand. I'm not wrong.
I don't know if they do. I think you need to explain that.
I could do a video on how I draw a horse. I've drawn enough horses at this point. I think I could make a video.
The horrible truth of how to draw horses.
Yeah.
That's a clickbaity title right there.
I'm willing.
No one steal the idea. We're doing it.
Sure, people have done videos of drawing horses, but, mine is more nightmare-fueled.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Shading the skin. Flesh shade.
I wanted to make sure her scars kind of showed up better.
Yeah.
Just on principle. I'm glad I remembered his armband thingy.
Alas, poor York. He's out of Yogi.
The spoon changes like 3 times. I don't know why I became very invested in the spoon.
It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
This actually reminds me of an interaction I had on a photo.
On a photo?
At my cousin's wedding. The next morning at breakfast, my sister took a photo of me eating, and my bandmate at the time said, I don't know how you can look pretentious eating yogurt. And my response was, the trick is to always look pretentious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's kind of what he's doing.
Yeah.
And Rosé's hair is like half brown, and I realized that very far into this. Just like, why didn't she look right? Because of the hair. So I figured that out. Gave her the brown hair.
Oh, look at that. Look at that composition.
Look
at all those details. Look at all the...
I wanted the brown hair to kind of like show
all the
through.
references you scattered in. Amazing. Every part's my favorite.
Thank you. I just... Meryl Bebo.
I'm Meryl Biba.
Oh, please, please, for the sake of your own happiness, find Meryl Biba.
Beep wave and watch Meryl Biba.
So yeah, this is I love Drawfee. I love Drawtectives. Everyone should.
It's one of those things that keeps you sane on bad days.
Go subscribe to them so they can get up to like 2 million because they're really close. And
tell them we sent you, and they'll say who.
Yeah, rock on.
Rock on.